Greetings from the University of Mississippi's World Class Teaching Program. This quick informational video is to show you, the mentor, how to utilize WCTP 601 to best benefit you and your candidates. This course will be used by mentors that mentor face-to-face and online candidates. The very first thing you want to do, you should have a copy of your mentor handbook. If you do not, go back to WCTP's website and click mentors. The password is WCTP 1848 and you will find your handbook there. You also will want to print out the survival guide and the at a glance. The survival guide has the protocol for mentoring online candidates, which we are going to talk about today as well. First off, though, I want to point out, please go ahead and complete all of the tools here as well. You want to make sure your technology works, your password expires every 90 days. It's information on how to reset it. I can't do that for you, but there's also a link on our homepage that will help you with that as well. But the first thing I want to talk about is component 1. Now, whether you are mentoring face-to-face or online candidates, we prepare all of our candidates for the assessment center. All of our candidates, 100%. I expect them, and the program expects them, to complete the component 1 module. And you, as the mentor, are responsible for letting them know we're expecting them to do it. So you want to pull this up, you want to go over it with them. They have 5 assignments to complete. Make sure they do that. If they are face-to-face, tell them to create that assessment notebook. Make them bring it to mentoring and show it to you sometime. If they are online, you just want to check with them. Our protocol for mentoring online candidates is you will send them an email and touch base with them every 2 weeks. I'm expecting correspondence to be better. We have a whole lot more resources for them. But before you talk about this component with your candidates, make sure you look through it and you're familiar with it. We do have a page in here for each certificate. So as mentors are sending me resources, I'm linking them. So hopefully that will become more and more a tool that we can use. So again, everybody, face-to-face and online candidates, complete this. Do not just tell your candidates to complete it. You want to harp on it and make sure they do complete it, okay? That is component 1. And then the document, WCTP 601 at a glance, is very important because it's basically the table of contents for this course. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about what is in each component, only it's very significant that you be aware of it. I partnered with Stanford to create this course. This course was created at Stanford for mentors to lead mentoring sessions. So feel free to use it that way. A lot of mentors have been doing that. Feel free to assign homework in the components if you want to. You have that freedom as well. I'm going to pull up component 3 now and show you, if you are mentoring an online candidate, what you should expect, what they should do, and what you should do. When you pull up a component, you will see there are 5 assignments. There are 5 assignments for components 2, 3, and 4. And they will submit these to you. As it is outlined here, you are not to read them. Send it straight back if they do not submit it in this format. Be nice, because they might not understand, but from what we've seen in the past, if the mentors do not enforce this, the candidates will just wait and complete the entire component and send to you just in an email and won't feedback. That will not lead to certification. And your contract asks you to please not do that, so tell them it is WCTP policy. If they do not want to follow the way online mentoring is laid out, I had really rather them not participate than to do it the other way, because if they don't do it this way, we're really not being fair to them and not providing the high quality feedback that we want to give them, okay? So that's their assignments. Now, as a mentor, you have specific feedback forms that you will be expected to complete with each assignment. We're looking at component 3, so let's go over and let's click mentors. You click feedback forms, Click Component 3, then choose your certificate area. Let's say you are a middle childhood generalist. It is going to open up your feedback forms, and you will complete these feedback forms, and it is chunked. All components begin with the candidate sending you a planning form, because if they are online, we don't want to take the chance of them going the wrong direction to begin with. So we want our mentors to kind of see what are you planning on doing and give them some guidance. So here are your feedback forms, and these are the questions, but it's broken up by segments based on the submission at a glance. So we had a lot of face-to-face mentors really like this last year, and they used it. The candidates did too once they got used to it. Just know they have to submit the student work samples with it. It's not enough for just the commentary. Don't read the commentary without the work samples, because you cannot give good feedback. I've actually provided feedback using these forms before, and what I discovered was candidates accidentally skip questions. So this is really good to make notes on and say, hey, I didn't see this. You also have a checklist. That's very important to help you as well. And then the end, you have the entire rubric, and what we ask you to do on the last rubric is to highlight anything you did not see, and of course you can make comments. You can also, if you would like, you may also make additional comments on their commentary. The mentor training teaches you how to review a document electronically using Word if you want to. Just make sure you use these forms, and that will assure you that you've given good feedback. And I promise you, once you start using them, you're really, really going to like them, and odds are you may want to use them with your face-to-face candidates. So that is in your mentoring. The advanced candidate module, any advanced candidate we have, any, whether it's face-to-face or online, the very first thing they should do is complete this component, because we don't want them redoing until they've identified what they did wrong the first time. And this module is actually going to walk them through it. They're going to look at their score report. They're going to look at their feedback forms. They're going to look at a lot of different things. Like, for example, we've noticed lots of times if a candidate scores a 1, a lot of them actually have the feedback statement that says they did not follow directions. So that's a real big one. And lots of times once they see that and they go back, they can identify, oh, I didn't do that. So again, very, very important that they do this, and then they would begin on any component. If they're online, they'll do the module. If they're face-to-face, they'll work with you. But even if they are face-to-face, we still want them guys using WCTP 601. It's a wonderful, wonderful supplement. You also have the electronic submission. You're going to get tons of questions from your candidates about submitting. Look, every question they need to know is answered here. The National Board provides tutorials. They can actually see what the screen is going to look like prior to uploading, which we know it's in the format of the electronic submission at a glance anyway, but you have video converters, compression programs, all here for them. Just be aware it's here and point them to that. You have Zoom meetings. If you are mentoring an online candidate and you guys want to meet online, this is a free program. It is super, super easy, whole lot easier than Google Hangouts. So just click through this if you guys want to meet. You might even want to do a Zoom meeting for your first meeting. That's up to you. We have our discussion board. We have our resources. These are resources that I've found that some I recommend, some I don't know about, but it tells you right here. Some of it's pretty good stuff. And I think that pretty well covers that. I think I forgot to click on preparing for National Board Certification. You can click through that and just look at it, see what's there. And the component commonalities. Important thing about component commonalities is your online candidate should complete this for components 2, 3, and 4 before they begin the component. So if you will just use that WCTP 601 at a glance, you'll see everything that's in it. But take time and just click through it, because there's a lot of really good beneficial things here. If you need me for anything, if you have any suggestions, if you need any resource that we don't have, contact the World Class Teaching Program and we will do everything we can to get you the tools that you need. Thank you for everything that you do for the World Class Teaching Program and for the teachers in the state of Mississippi.